Taiwo, welcome. Thank you, thank you. Says, okay, welcome, Maria from Lagos. Yes, who's going first? Okay, sorry, let me bring down this. Sorry, someone is talking. Adetunji Titilayo. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes,
hey, welcome, Abiadu. Thanks so much for joining. You're welcome. By way of introduction, for those who don't know me, my name is Blessing Ishomo. I am a success principles trainer. I am a leadership coach. I am a family and sex coach. I'm passionate about helping people find what they love doing, empowering and inspiring people. I'm passionate about relationships. I'm passionate about people getting it right. Yes, it's because of my background, came from a broken home, wondered if love is real, and became a student. I'm excited about learning new things and sharing with people. And over the years, I've come to realize that love is a beautiful thing, and sometimes it is the awareness and the things happening around people that gets them into trouble. Welcome, Sparkle. Man, I love this picture, this serious Sparkle there. Please, we would love to know, Betty Sparkle, where you're joining us from. Thank you so much for joining. And like I was saying, I've learned over time that people do things, they mean well. Generally, everybody, the core of our being is good, is perfect, and people mean well. But sometimes the choices they make, and based on the knowledge they have and the things going on around them, make them get what we call heartbreak, or like what the present day youngsters will say, breakfast. Something that would not go well. And a lot of people have different ideas about love. For some people, it's not real. It's not to be trusted. There's nothing about love. Just forget about it. Tell me something else. Let's go straight to the point. For some people, love is synonymous to deceit. Why? That's what has happened. People have, messed up, and to them, nobody is to be trusted. They just feel, I better get them before they get me. And for some, there's that fear. Will I ever find someone who will love me? Will I ever be loved? Everything is almost like out there. We're all searching for something external that would save us, external that would help us. And funny enough, as a child, when we came into this world, when we were born, everything was complete. Inside, we were pure, just clean, clear. Everything was just wonderful. Thank you for joining. And so it's really something deep. A lot of people have made money from this, selling fake. Someone said something to me recently, and I was just wondering how a lady on Instagram would come and say all sorts of nasty things about men. Men are scum, men are this. Don't even, if a guy does this, do this to the person, you shouldn't live your life believing in any person. She kept fanning this negative aura, negative thing about how, the opposite sex is the problem. And then out of the blues, it just came up one day and showed a picture of herself and a guy, and she said she's getting married. It was shocking. What? And cases of some that would be making all those terrible videos about the opposite sex being mean, and they're actually videoing those things from their boyfriends or from the man's house, and you are wondering what's going on. There is confusion in the mind, and they are selling it, and there are people out there, buying junk in the name of love. Love is seen as what will get you pregnant. Love is seen as what will break your heart. Love is seen as what will give you cash. You use what you have to get what you want. All sorts. Some days back, some people were excitedly showing physical, sharing pictures, videos of different displays, either proposal, propose to me on Valentine's Day. And some others were receiving roses and receiving cakes and displaying them, while some others were holding their pillows and saying, God, when? Like my young friends will say. So what category and what's so special? Everybody, trying to get through to this love. Deep down, we all want the same thing. We want to be loved and we want to be acknowledged. We want to feel like we matter. Deep down, everything gets back to that. I am worthy and it's okay. I'm okay. And I am loved. So today we want to go through some things that you might not know that might be playing in the background. Some things that might be working against you. Today is all about awareness, all the way from the United Kingdom. Welcome, welcome. So we have the United States of America representing, we have Zambia representing, we have the UK representing, we have South Africa. Sign up page.rb. Oh, please, iPhone, mute your phone, please. Thank you. And we have so many people joining from different states in Nigeria. Thank you for joining. Delta State, Abuja, Ogun State, Lagos, and other places. Okay, so right now we want to look at a funny video. Yes, let's see if we can get this video up. I saw this video. I've seen it from time to time, and it just tickles me. And I would like to know if you can hear. Can you hear it? Please play the video. Let's see. Play the video. You love me?
Huh?
You love me?
Yes. You love me?
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes, I love you.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes. Only you. Jesus.
Now, I want to say something about that video. See, it's a little girl asking the daddy, the little way she knows how to say it, do you love me? You know me? You love me? Daddy said, yes. You love me? Yes. You love me? Yes. You love me? It's very clear that the little girl is mimicking someone. Okay, she's heard people say that in her environment, maybe her dad, and she's doing it back to her father. And this little girl is actually like the little child within all of us. Every one of us have deep down that wanting, that the reassurance that we are loved. As we play back this video, I would like you to see you as the big person assuring the little you inside, the child, your inner child, the innocence, the child inside that have gone through experiences and that has been frightened by some experiences, and that has been labeled some names, this inner child, this you that is yearning to have the approval and have the assurance that love is real and love is possible. So see you as the daddy and also see you as the inner child. Play this video again. And you know the sweet way she says the inner me. Mm-hmm. She needed to hear it. It needed to be loud. The yes, you should not say inside your mind.
Yes. 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 Only you. Jesus.
Someone said that this girl is an old woman, that she was asking her father to say the you love to reassure her. And when the daddy said, yes, only you, and then he added Jesus, the girl gave him a slap. Do not use the Lord's name in vain. Oh, that was a very funny one, but such a sweet soul, and an opener for us to just think about love. Some people are seriously asking that question. Do you love me? And it's a question that they are unaware, they've not reassured themselves that they love themselves. Do you love me? It's like me, Blessing, asking myself, do you love me? Do you love me? That song that I played said, nothing is going to change my love for you. You ought to know by now how much I love you. One thing you can be sure of is that nothing is going to change my love. I love you just the way you are. A lot of people are finding it difficult to love themselves. We're going to look at those things. But love is beautiful. If you look at these other pictures, you know, in the next slide, it shows, you know, lovely things, beautiful flowers. You have, you know, the picture of innocence. Everybody, I mean, I know that there are some people just seeing these, you know, innocent faces, you just smile. Love is an intense feeling of liking and caring for someone or something. So the question today is, what if that someone is you? Intense feeling of liking and caring for yourself. What if that feeling, that deep appreciation comes from you working with yourself, like the way a mother would take care of a baby, the way a mother would not expect anything from the baby other than love, unconditional love and care, and watching to help the baby. So today it's all about you. Love that lasts is one that comes from within. And so we look at the next slide, which is talking about types of love. So let's look at expressions of love. Yeah, there are different types of love, and a lot of people mix them up. A lot of people think it's just one kind of love. So the one that was prominent some days ago was Eros. A lot of people have narrowed, or everything about love has just been reduced to bodily, you know, physical touch and gifts. So for some people, there was sadness because nobody bought chocolate or roses or sent cash. For some other people, nobody blew kisses, nobody, you know, had their hands around them, or they were away from their spouses and they were feeling lonely. For some, everything is just about Eros, the passion, the, you know, passionate being into each other and having someone in your life that you can't breathe. you are just thinking about the person, the heart is racing, the heart is pumping. Yeah, it's an amazing type of love, and it's there for a purpose. But the truth is, it's one that comes and goes. It's transient, it's fleeting, and can be destructive. A lot of people just think because somebody's smiling at them, the person loves them, and so they would, just let the person have their way. For so many people that are coming from distressed homes, that have childhood trauma and all that, it doesn't take much to get them laid. For the girls and even the boys, it doesn't take much. Just buy them chocolates or just say I love you without meaning it, and the person is ready to surrender, because they have put in their head, they feel love is about, for them, what they truly desire is to be seen and heard. But then they think the way to express it is eros. So let's understand that eros is beautiful. Eros is a type of love, but eros can be dangerous. A lot of unwanted pregnancies is as a result of eros. A lot of broken homes, adultery, fornication, different things. It's as a result of this wonderful, passionate expression of love, which God meant to be the icing on the cake. Supposed to be, the engine oil that oils all the stress that, as couples, you face out there. Eros is supposed to help ease, you just feel, I'm so happy I have this person in my life, and we get to have physical touch and all that. So know that there is a place for eros. Eros is beautiful, but eros can be destructive. Just as you have fire, you can use it to cook. It can also burn down a house. Ludus is another kind of, expression, but this is is the lust, flirting, manipulative, playful show of love. You're not really into the person. You just want everybody to feel they're special and they all are the only one. Somebody, I saw a very funny meme where someone wrote that his girlfriend told him that he was her world. And when he investigated, he found out that she was building a solar system and he was the fourth planet in the world. That's a good example of ludus. The lady is just, playing around with different guys, and men do that too. Play around with the ladies, manipulate them, and make everybody feel you are the superstar. Mania is infatuation on steroids. It's obsessive. That jealous feeling when you check on Facebook, and then the person that you wish would look at you and love you is already typing love notes to another person, or is already, with another person, or you see him smile at another person. Why should he smile at another person? He's supposed to smile at only me. Hey, I'm over here. You're missing out. And then filled with sadness and annoyance and wanting to revenge or wanting to take out the seeming competition. Why is this person taking my man or my girl? There was this scary one. I watched a drama. It was a Christian drama where the guy was obsessed about this lady, and he was praying so that the lady must say yes to him. But he wasn't telling her anything, but he was going around making everybody feel like she said yes to him. Oh God, that was really scary. And he would, when she says, why are you doing these things? I'm not into you. I'm not interested. He will go back and say, I know she's stubborn. She'll soon come round to it. Oh, she doesn't know. He is just obsessed. That is mania. And then we have philia. Philia is this beautiful friendship kind of love, expression of love where You are not afraid. You're not afraid to be yourself in the presence of your friend. It's equal, it's mutual, no judgment. You are accepted for who you are. We all have friends, and you know that feeling. Even when you've not seen your friend for years and you come back and you meet with that friend, you just catch up on old times and you're just happy and you move on. Even when you make mistakes, your friends, they don't hold it. They just, they get annoyed and then they get over it. Philia is a beautiful kind of friendship. And when we have our courses where we talk to people who are about to get married and people who are already married, we actually focus on one of the ways to keep your love going is to intentionally develop philia, the friendship kind of love, because your friend will not let you down. Your friend is there, right? And then we have storge. Storge is another form of love. This is between family. So the kind of love that you see a young girl, she's just all about herself, her looks and everything. And then she gets pregnant and then she has a baby. You see the transformation. You are so shocked. She's not bothered about how she looks. Everything is around that baby. The man is feeling so excited. So I am now a father. He can do anything for his wife and his child or his wife and children. There is that bond. It's unconditional. It's by virtue of being in that family. You don't have to be beautiful. I saw a meme one time about the gorilla and the baby. And, the meme was saying, no matter how you feel the baby looks ugly, to the mom, the baby is the most beautiful thing. That is storge. Storge does not ask, why are you tall? Why are you short? Why are you are part of this family, and that is why you are loved. That is it. That attachment. You see a brother and sister, they are fighting, they are dragging for seats, they are dragging for food. But when they are outside, they are standing together. You will hear the girl say, do not talk to my brother like that. And you will see the brother say, I will tell my sister. That's the love, the bond within family. And then we have philautia, self-love. Self-love is part of what we are talking about today. A lot of people, it is alien to them. Why? Storge has not been funny. Storge did not really happen for them. That family bonding was not there. I saw a video where people were asked to do the hug your sibling challenge. And it was looking funny, but it was sending a lot of messages. There were people who tried to hug their brothers or their sisters, and they got whooped. Like they were smacked, they were pushed away, they were asking, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? They are not used to it. They are not used to it. They don't understand. Why are you trying to hug me? What's going on? For some people, their childhood has nothing nice to talk about. It's traumatic. Parents were always fighting, or they're critical, manipulating, always using guilt to get them to do things. For some of them, they don't know anything about storge, the love from a family, or philautia, to even love themselves. Nothing. So love, self-love is strange. When you say, I should love myself, what do you mean? That's creepy, that's weird. Are you trying to say something is wrong with me? But the truth is, that is the place, the beginning. That's where you are supposed to start from. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't give what you don't have. If you don't love yourself, how do you expect someone else to love you? How do you expect people to return love when all you do is to reflect hate or reflect an expression of pushing people away? Pragma, enduring love. This is all about physical, routine, basic things that shows that the person loves and cares and wants things to be done as they should be done. You know, there are many people that are swept off their feet with this out of the law, out of the world kind of love expressions, flowers, powerful proposal, and then underneath there is no commitment. Underneath there is nothing holding it. It's just for everyone to see the impromptu surprises, but then they are not there for the long run. There's this very, very funny remark I heard one time about a man that has been married to his wife for over 30 years. And the children were saying to the man, "Daddy, we've never heard you say to mommy, I love you." And the man replied, "I told her I love you the day I married her. And if it changes, I'll let her know." So they were not happy. They said, "But I said, don't I pay your school fees? Don't I take care of you guys? Don't I take care of your mom? I am a hands-on guy. I want her to know how much I love her by how I help her. I don't have to do all the mushy romance things. She knows I love her. And if I change my mind, I will let her know." That's someone talking from pragma. And there are people like that. They just feel like romance is fake, and that if people really mean it, they don't need to show it. Just do by your actions. This person will know. Of course, we know that it's not completely true. There are people who thrive on words of affirmation, people who want to hear you say it. I had a friend who shared with me, one time about the love for, romantic songs and movies. And the spouse just loves to be real and be himself. And, that expectation of wanting him to, say it the way it's said in, those films. He wants to be creative with his own way of, sharing his love. And it didn't go down well because there was already some sort of, expectation. So when he's trying to sing his own songs from the way he's put it, it's not sounding like those actors. And the person is just being pragmatic. This is my reality, this is my life, and this is who I am. I love you. And I want you to know that, I will be there for you, enduring love, there, constant. It's always there. Come rain, come shine. And then we have the most powerful of them all, which is agape, the God kind of love, selfless, commitment, helping, even when you are not getting anything out of it, unconditional love. I love you just the way you are. So you need to know these different expressions, and you need to know where you have been, focusing all your time and attention on. Did you spend your time just scrolling or going past different pictures on social media and different skits and videos on how Eros is making rounds? And did you actually influence other people, made calls and made them feel like they're the special one? Were you flirting? Were you full of jealousy and dislike for those whom you felt were after the people you already wished would look out and talk to you? Did you find time to do something for a friend? And how is it going with the family kind of love? Did you do anything for yourself? And do you believe that there is that practical, everyday, come in, day out, love that stays, it sticks, it's there. It's not, when some people say I've fallen in love and I've fallen out of love, pragma does not understand that. You are in it. And agape is the God kind of love. You are an extension and an expression. You are the image. You are made in the image of God. So there is a God part of you. And this God part of you wants to find expression through you. God is love. Everything beautiful, everything about love talks about how much God has in store for you. And there is a part of you that is connected to God. And you need to start becoming aware of it and start working to grow that aspect of you. Because when you begin to listen and tune in inside, you will notice that you already have all that you need. In the next slide, I would like to share something that kind of affects the love. It's something that can be a barrier to love. There's this wonderful equation that I learned from one of my mentors. His name is Jack Canfield. I'm a certified trainer of the Success Principles. And these Success Principles, it's a book helping you find from where you are to where you want to be. The first principle is take 100% responsibility for your life. And this equation is in that first principle. Event plus response is equal to outcome. E plus R equals O. The event can be in the past or the present. Right now, this webinar is an event. How you respond to it would bring a particular outcome. If you respond to it with taking actions that would help you, the outcome will be you would progress, you would learn, you become a better, you would evolve, you would be more useful. Past events that has happened, like we were just talking about, some days ago, Valentine and all that. Past events and the way we respond to them also brings an outcome. Now, you don't have control over the event. You don't have control over how somebody behaves. You don't have control over what will be posted on social media. You don't have, control over what people say to you. You don't have control over the family you were born into. You don't have control over, the things that happened to you as you were growing up. But your response, this is where you have the freedom of choice and the power to make changes. So you have power over your thoughts, power over your images, power over your feelings, and power over your actions. Now your thoughts and the images will bring the feelings. So if you notice that you're feeling sad, you just suddenly realize, why am I feeling sad? Become aware and ask yourself that question. Why am I feeling sad? Why am I feeling jealous? Why am I feeling left out? Why am I feeling lonely? Why am I feeling disgusted? Why am I feeling, all those emotions? Immediately ask yourself. When you ask yourself, you would notice that there is actually something you are thinking about, or an image, or something you saw, or something you heard that made you start feeling that way, for the fact that you interpreted that. So let's take, for example, Valentine's Day. Some people who are not yet married, who do not have someone in their life for now, and they are, scrolling, and then they see this friend of theirs who is not even as beautiful as they are, who does not have all that they think they have. And then they see this person, posting videos, and this person is about to be married, or this person is married and has children, and they pause and they look at the picture, and before you know it, they are feeling lonely. If you interrogate, inquire, what's the thought coming in the head? The thought is, oh, wow, I think I'm better than this person, but why is this person having everything and I don't? Means I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm not enough. Something is lacking. The response now becomes that feeling, that emotion, withdrawal, and then the outcome, feeling sad, feeling shame, feeling whatever, negative feeling. But then look at this outcome where, the event is, you see the posts, and then this girl is on her honeymoon and everything is all rosy. And then your response is, oh, wow, I'm so happy for her. Oh my, that's so cool. Aww. And then the thought comes in, what about you? You're still single. Oh. What are you still waiting for? And then the reply to that thought is, don't worry, mine is coming, and it's really going to be tush. I know I'm loved, and whoever comes for me is just blessed. So I'm happy for her. I send her all the love, and I know that mine is already there. Hey, what do you think will happen to the outcome? It's positive, because your new empowering beliefs is just about how you are full and you are okay. You are not lacking. You are not missing. There will be joy. There will be peace. Now, this is just an example of how E plus R equals O, event plus response equals outcome, plays. It can play out in your workplace. If the event is do this task, carry out this task, and every time you're not doing it, your response to it is, a shabby job, the outcome will be they will sack you. You'll be fired. Event can also be you are not having time for your wife or your husband. You are always throwing tantrums. There, instead of sitting to talk about important things, you are always looking for ways to, hide sweep things under the carpet, not ready to talk, not ready to take responsibility, always playing the blame game. It's because of you. You made me do it, making excuses, complaining, and justifying your weaknesses. The outcome will be a loveless relationship. A time will come that lady will just switch off. A time will come the man will just resign to faith, and you will be strangers in the house. So think about it. Whenever you begin to feel sad, disconnected, thinking you need something outside of you, just know you have given your power over to the other person. You have given your power, the power to choose, the power to make a difference, the power to be solution-oriented. You have relinquished it. You have surrendered it to someone else. So become aware and say, no, I'm in charge. I am the one making myself sad. I am the one that is making myself feel bad. So these emotions that makes you loveless, emotions like guilt, emotions like regret, criticism, shame, you have the power to change them because it's a thought. It starts with a thought. And because it's a thought, you have the power to change that negative thought to a positive one. I hope this helps, because this is transformational. The next slide, we will be looking at the different ways that, these people act based on the awareness, knowledge, understanding, and skills and tools that they have at a particular time to solve a basic need. Is actually helping you to understand when people become nasty and they do things that hurt you or make you feel rejected or speak harshly. Know that if they knew better, they would have done better. Now, that is not exonerating them. That's not, it's not like allowing evil to thrive or to say it's okay for people to do bad things. But know it that if people know better, they will do better. You came from a background where no love, always fights, always shouting, always making things, make you feel less of a human being. Just understand that your parents, they don't know any better. That was what was done to them. You can't give what you don't have. And so that is what they are giving to you. You have the opportunity right now to say, I will not allow this to go over. I will not allow my children experience what I experienced, and I will not pass this on to my spouse. There was this funny story that was going around some years back about a class teacher who wanted the children to act a particular, like a drama, a play. And she called out a boy and a girl. And she said to the girl, you are the wife. And said to the boy, you are the husband. And before she would tell them their roles or what they would do, the girl grabbed the boy by the collar and said to the boy, you will kill me today. You must kill me today. The teacher was embarrassed. But the truth is that is what she sees her mom. No, the teacher said, mommy and daddy. We were doing role play of mommy and daddy, not wife and husband, mommy and daddy. And the little girl just held the boy by the collar and started shouting, you must kill me today. You must kill me today. And the teacher was so embarrassed. Now the girl is, all she knows about mommy and daddy or playing house is fights. So if that girl grows up and gets married to a gentle, loving guy who is peaceful, he doesn't have stress in his life, the guy is in trouble if that programming is not, if something is not done to it, if she doesn't come to the awareness that she can change, she can have new skills and tools. That girl is going to make this gentle, peaceful guy miserable for life. Because each time this person is trying to love her, she will reject it because all she knows about love is violence. I even heard about a lady that went to court to divorce her husband for the fact that she said the man likes peace. He's too peaceful. So she couldn't stand it. The demons inside could not bear it. So this particular slide is trying to let you know that you are to forgive people and forgive yourself. All that happened in the past is based on the awareness, the knowledge, the understanding, the skills and the tools that people have at that time to solve a basic need. So you say to me, so the daddy that slept with the daughter that committed incest, are you trying to say that he's free, he's innocent? No. But then look at it. Should he have done that? Why did he do that? Did he know better? What was it that he was trying to do? When you understand that people are on different journey and paths and they have their struggles, you work on yourself and yourself alone. I cannot help another person, like force another person to change or control another person. I am responsible for me. I'm responsible for my thoughts, the images in my head, and the actions I take. For some people, they are so bitter against others and against themselves. Release those people because they did what they did based on the awareness, the knowledge, the understanding, the skills, and the tools. And you, at that point, interpreted and went through that pain based on your awareness, your knowledge, your understanding, your skills, and the tools that you had at that particular time. Now you know better. So there are ways to love yourself. Please stop judging yourself. Critically looking for faults. There are some people, there was one time as a young girl, we're growing up and one of my aunties took a lovely picture and we were all so enthralled. We're just excited looking at the picture. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Everybody said it was beautiful. And so she carried the picture and happily went to show one of my uncles. And he looked at the picture and the first thing that came out of his mouth was, wow, I didn't know you were this short. He didn't see the beautiful flowers and the beautiful blouse and all that we saw. He just noticed that she looked quite short in the picture. So the lady just quietly took her picture and walked away. It was a funny scene. I was laughing and laughing because she didn't say anything. She didn't bother to try to, she just left. How many of us do this to ourselves? When people say to you, oh, you look nice today, the first thing that pops into your mind, the first thought is, yeah. Are you kidding me? And when you do something and you didn't do it well, you begin to judge yourself. That was how you did the other time. That was why you failed. That's why people, you see, you are not good enough. Stop judging yourself. Stop being your worst critic. Stop being your worst enemy. Some people say, if I don't criticize myself, how do I get better? That's not the way to get better. How do I know? You don't feel better when you do it. Why do you keep doing it? So today, you now know. When you start feeling bad and you start thinking, oh, I messed up, I didn't say what I should have said, and it goes on, you can't sleep in the night, stop yourself and say, okay, that is in the past. What can we do to be better as we continue? Because this is not working. We're just beating and throwing mud at the person, the you that is able to do something about it. You're doing, all this. Some people, if you hear the kind of words they use for themselves, it's scary. They use words that they can't even say to other people. So stop judging yourself. Please be patient with yourself. Please be patient. Be patient with your progress. Be present with yourself as you listen to your thoughts. You listen to the inner discussion inside of you. Be patient. All these years, you've been hearing how you are silly, you are stupid, you ask stupid questions, you are not, you are to be seen and not heard. Love yourself enough to be patient to start a new programming, a new way. Don't scare yourself by making things worse. You made a mistake at the office and your boss showed a look of disapproval. You go back to your seat or home and you start thinking, they're going to fire me. Oh, now everybody knows how lousy I am. Now nobody will believe me again. You know what you're doing? You are making it worse. You are making it something that is just simple, straightforward. You're making it look like the whole world has come to an end. For some, they are married and then they have this altercation, this issue with their husbands or their wives, and they start thinking, now she's going to divorce me, or she's not going to love me again. Stop making things worse than they are. Please remember that having angry or sad thoughts does not make you a bad person. It's actually what you do with it. So become like a spectator, someone that views or examines your thoughts, and they are just thoughts, nothing more. It's your thoughts are different from you. So it's not, I'm a bad person because I'm thinking this way. I'm a bad person because I'm feeling erotic feelings for this girl. No, these are thoughts. Oh yeah, they are thoughts. So it's what you do with them. I'm a bad person because I argued with my boss. You are not supposed to be argued, especially you're not supposed to be heard but seen, especially for people coming from backgrounds where you are to be quiet. If you talk, it shows insubordination. So those beliefs, you need to work on them. The next slide is showing you need to find time to relax, and you can do that through deep breathing. You relax by, cutting off that on the go, stressful, the brain always working, the sympathetic nerve system, always adrenaline pumping. You find time to just relax and take deep breaths. And then you find out that the parasympathetic system, takes over. Your heart, your brain is calm, your heart is, working, all your organs are feeling happy. They're not on the go, putting out fires as such. Fire, the same thing with quiet time. Quiet time, some would say meditating. It's a time to just rest, like just relax and listen and just be okay being you. Some people cannot sit and be with themselves. There has to be something. They have to be seen doing something. Someone running away from their thoughts. But become someone who is at peace with yourself. You can decide to just dwell on a passage of the scripture and just think upon, David had wonderful times. David in the Bible, where he would be with the sheep out in the wilderness and he just look into the stars and he would just, have that quiet time, that meditation, that time that his me time. Your brain will thank you for it. You are what you see. This is about your image. What kind of person do you see? When you make a mistake, what comes to your mind immediately? When you are going for, when you see the opposite sex and you truly intend to go into a relationship with someone, but how do you see yourself? You are what you see, because that's the vibe you're throwing out there. So visualize beautiful things, joyous things. Become your own cheerleader. Say to yourself, you did well today. There's something called the mirror test or the mirror exercise, where you stand in front of the mirror and you say to yourself, I love you. And you recount the things that you did for the day. Like at the end of today, when I stand before the mirror, I'll say, Blessing, you did well today. You shared with friends valuable tips that would help them love themselves. And you know what? I love you. I really love you. Do that to yourself and have that eye contact with the mirror. The first time you try it, the mirror does not lie. If you've never shown yourself love, the first thing you hear in your head will be, who are you kidding? But you need to come to the point, like we said, being patient with yourself, because this is something new. You've never loved on yourself. You're beginning to love yourself. So you praise yourself. You did well today. A lot of times we're looking for the negative. So now praise yourself and look for the positive. And then when you make mistakes, immediately you can go to the mirror and say, I forgive you. It's just a mistake. We'll bounce back. It's okay. Let's move on. When you reassure yourself this way, you will find yourself, enjoying that inner, the philautia, enjoying more confidence. Confidence is powerful. Surround yourself with progressives, people who will hold you accountable, people who want you to succeed, people who would also tell you that, you are loved and you are worthy of love. Having an accountability partner, being in a mastermind, paying for, programs that would move you, along with people who are also thinking like that. Imagine when you want to change and you have this wonderful idea and you go to meet friends who would pull it down, who would tell you about politics, who would fill your heart with things that will scare you. You will just lose out and go back to your former way of, living. So send love to everyone and everything in your past, even your mistakes. Love yourself enough to say, I made a mistake in the past. I am letting go, because it's already in the past. So you can't change that action, but you can change your belief about that action. So if your belief is a good person should not do that, you can change that belief to a good person should not do that. And I have done it based on the awareness I had that time. Right now, I won't do that again. You change the way you see your past. It's in the past. You'll be wasting time and energy living in the past. If it's in the present, then you change what that is. You stop doing it so that you stop feeling ashamed or stop feeling guilty and stop punishing yourself. So you do have power to do something. And then you can always ask God to help you. See, this is one part that a lot of people shy away from. They just believe you don't need God, but you did not create yourself. And God loves you and He wants the best from you. He is love. He wants you to have it all. He made you in love. So it's like reconnecting back. And this love is everlasting. This love would help you because you will be confident, you will be bold, you will spread love to everyone and everything. Try this. When you are very angry with someone, just close your eyes and pray and say, oh Lord, I want you to bless this person. You cannot be angry and loving at the same time. One will go. Love is greater. Love will help you to dissolve, those feelings. So know that is very, very important. How would you begin to relate with yourself? How will you see yourself? If you already have ideas that are not serving you right now, when we talk about your belief system, your mimetics, it's all about what is inside that is directing you. So some people believe that, a certain kind of way, a girl is not supposed to behave in this way. They have all these funny beliefs up there. If you notice that your belief is stopping you from achieving your goals, you need to sit and ask yourself, is this helping me right now? And if it is not, it's time to move away from it. It's time to stop. For some people, depending on their background, they've been manipulated, with guilt to feel if you are talking when your elders are talking, you are disrespectful, or you are a bad person, or, so many things, or you are not supposed to look beautiful because it means you are promiscuous, or you're not supposed to have your own money because nobody will marry you. All those are funny beliefs, but truly they are holding people back. Love yourself enough to release those beliefs. And as you release them, send love. Just say, thank you, but I wish not to be in this space again. You're loved and you've served your purpose. Bye-bye. Love will make you enjoy the spiritual essence of doing things that are higher or bigger than you, connecting with God for a higher purpose to help people. If you love your body, you would not take in harmful substances or things that will harm you. So think about it. If you're always taking in junk, ask yourself, do I really love myself? Do I love my body? Like if you are always doing things that will harm you, like some people, when they are angry, they cut themselves. You need to go back to the other slide and start working on what is really going on in your mind that is making you harm yourself. Mentally, what do you put in there? For some people, they don't have time for personal development. All they do all day is binge on skits that have nothing to add to them. Do you love yourself enough to grow, to upgrade your skills? What about your physical space? What about your, what brings money? Your career. For some people, they are stuck and trapped in a loveless relationship with their job. There is no enthusiasm. There is no passion. There is nothing making them wake up in the morning. They just drag themselves to the workplace. And when you do that, over time, there is depression. I would send a video to the WhatsApp platform. If you are watching this on Facebook, you need to do that registration so you can be part of the WhatsApp platform, because we will be sending information there. I'm going to send something there on the power of your thoughts and how it affects your whole being. For some people, they've actually made themselves sick because of their loveless actions in respect to money, in respect to their career. For some people, they love their career, but they've not explored it more to the point where they can earn from it, and it becomes something that gives them the fire, like helps them to move and achieve more. What about your network? Who are the people in your space? If you love yourself, you will not have people, this one is a bit personal right now. My dad, amazing guy. I love him so much. He's late right now. I learned something from him. His network was one of other men who did not believe a woman can be loyal to her husband. All they do is drink and pull down their wives. That network affected his relationship with my mom, because over time they convinced him of things that were not happening, and it got problem and all that happened. And they were divorced. I was 9 when they got divorced, and it was a terrible one. But that's an example of the power of the network, the people you associate with, the people you learn things from. It's the same thing with ladies too. You are married, and your closest friend is not married, and that's the one that you are going to ask relationship advice from. It's not the same. There's no way that it would give you what you want. Or people who are on social media, and all the people they follow are people, their network. They are people who, everything, there's nothing serious about them. They're not moving forward. They're just there for now, and it's base, like nothing moves, nothing progressive. So think about your network. If you love yourself, your love should investigate or beam a searchlight on your network. That network is supposed to move you forward, supposed to help you. If you love yourself, then you would want to enjoy nature. You would want to be closer, or when you see a flower that is blossoming, when you look up when the sun is rising, there is that feeling. Nature helps, scientifically proven, to reduce stress, reduce depression. Being out in nature boosts the immunity. If you love yourself, you take care of yourself. And then finally, relationships. For those of you that are married, if you love yourself, it will flow. Why? You are being patient and loving and forgiving to yourself. You would find yourself also doing same with your spouse or the person you're about to get married to. You will be patient with them. You would want the best for them because you already see yourself like that. Relationships is not only the person I want to get married to or the person I'm married to. Your brother, your sister, your children, relationships that are dear to your heart. Loving yourself helps you serve them better. So it starts with you. If you would make this commitment that the rest of this year, you will be present with yourself and you will be patient with yourself. You will be kind to yourself. You will be gentle to yourself. You would ask God for help. And you would be open to learn and to improve on yourself. You are going to have that love that would last and last and last. You know why? You will not divorce yourself, neither would you leave yourself. You are with you forever. So love yourself. Hope you've gotten one thing from today's time together. We have amazing things lined up we'll be sharing with you. This coming week, we will be helping those that are about to get married. We'll be helping them on, a course, a journey on how to get it right the first time. And you will be having that sent. Please, if you know anybody that is courting, that their marriage is, their wedding is very close, or anyone that is already married and is but less than a year old in marriage, we will be having this beautiful time together. Please call. We want to be sure you are eligible for this training. It will be happening next week. And then we also have something for the rest of us. It is from the success principles. If you have all that you want, you do not need this particular workshop. If you have everything you need right now, you don't need it. But if you still have things you want to achieve, if you feel you can do better in some areas of your life, then look out for this. We will be doing a workshop that will help you to move from where you are right now to where you want to be. It's going to be wonderful. And I look forward to having each and every one of us, just find where it's either you are for the get it right marriage stuff, or you would do the workshop series. But I tell you, it's going to be transformational. At this point, I would love to hear from one or two persons that would share one thing they are taking away from what they have learned today. Yes. And you can stop the recording, please. Thank you. The recording, or not the live stream. Yes. Anyone, you can type. Okay, you can type on the, you can use the chat and just share one thing that you are going home with